Before we get our messages, they made it very clear that we're going to share some information from this message here. Now, this went with channeled messages, guys, but I went back to put it in and it was gone. So it was supposed to be here now. That's why. So it makes sense in the sequence. You has made its presence known. We are entering our gateway to mortality. We're going to walk through the 1111 portal connected to the gateway of mortality. And this is connected to the rebirth of our center. We know, we found this out. We received this message from another tree oracle. And that's what started this all off. It started off our rebirth. Now, doesn't this look a lot like the rebirth, where the rebirth is taking place? And how's this happening? It's happening through the middle of the sequence right here, through transformation and action. The masculine is going to take action right now. And this is connected to Sagittarius season and being activated of our new patterning. We are disconnecting from the matrix. And this has to do with the energies that alchemize with us, that we do alchemy with us. So our surroundings. And because we are going to detach from the matrix and have a rebirth, recalibration to the patterning of the earth, to the coding of source energy, to creation here, the coding of the planet, we need to take action with the masculine energy. And we know that this has to do with the masculine right now. That's why we're working through the King of Swords. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through the 1111 gateway, but we're going to go through it within. Remember, and this is going to be connected to our detoxification from within, and our detoxification from within is going to activate something from within to without. And it has to do with self, and it has to do with a literal transformation of self. But we're going to take action on it, and this is a craftsman. And this craftsman's been working on all of his skills, but there are a multitude of skills. Like, this is an artist, a painter, a poet, a craftsman, a carpenter, a herbalist. He's working with the cycles, the seasons, the rhythms. He understands. He gets it. This is working with nature. We've restored and repaired the connection from within. This is really it. And it's going to allow us to achieve clarity and focus. And this is where we are having our rebirth. Our rebirth is connected to this space, and it's happening beyond time and space. And this beyond time and space has a deep connection to Ireland and Ireland's past and roots and the Druids, and understanding that this is going to allow us clarity. The sequence of 3, the masculine action. And the masculine is action. So feminine within you, the masculine is acting. And masculine, you're acting. And it's connected to how we're mastering ourselves here. This is being an all-around person that's mastering themselves. And that is reconnected to the earth. This is where the connection is actually being officially repaired in the 3D. And what we're doing is, this monkey's understanding we need to destroy to create, and to create to destroy, and we're analyzing something. And it's like we're analyzing the pieces of ourselves that we're cutting away, but we're also analyzing what's being added of self, what's the growth of self. There is some sort of information and knowledge gain. Because once again, too, in noticing, didn't notice till it was sitting down to get ready for the reading. Look at the headdress. Again. And look at this. We're gaining knowledge, and it's for the rest of the collective on how to do this. Because what this monkey is helping us to understand is how to untie these knots. And these knots are connected to our chakras and our energy, our sickness. And what the monkey knows has to do with the cup. And look, guys, there's a cat. That cat is helping us. And it's to understand what we need to understand through the earth on how to heal from the devil energies and find strength to go forth and do what we need to do. Because the direct message of this card is this transformation is going to be one of the hardest transformations ever. And what we need to break away from is going to be like hard to break away from. Like even if we think like it's like, even if we think we can do it, then we still find ourselves back there. It's like, no, it's like, I'm going forth. I'm cutting off everything from the past. I'm doing everything and creating anew. And then you find yourself right back there and you're like, how did I get back here? You know, and I just pictured that chocolate cake again. I really think I need to eat chocolate cake. I really think I'm craving chocolate cake. Ooh. I love making avocado chocolate vegan cake around here, baby. It's so good. Usually end up eating the whole thing. That's not good. That's overindulging. Gotta, you know, like, addiction is addiction, and, you know, mine is, I suffer from a multitude of addictions, like most of us, right? And it's just, we know what's out of balance for self. We're coming back, right? We're coming back. And it's just like, with that cake, it's like, you know what? I have eaten too much chocolate cake. I recognize that this is a problem for me. This has become an addiction. This is not healthy. I need to face my truth. What am I avoiding? What am I feeding? Like, what wound am I feeding with this cake? Right? So I'm not going to eat the cake. I'm going to put the cake down. But then all of a sudden, it's like you're sitting there and you're eating cake, but you weren't going to eat the cake. You don't even know how you got there to eating the cake, and you're eating the cake and you're like, how? How did this happen? It's going to be like that hard to break this patterning, and it's going to be like, oh, yeah, no, I can't do this right now. And it doesn't mean I'm never going to touch cake again. It just means right now, this is unbalanced. This is unbalanced for me. And what it's connected to, guys, I just had to show you this, was because I went and grabbed the book. This tree is you. It is you. And it's connected to a gateway of mortality. And we're leaving something behind in order for a change. And you indicates death, but probably only a symbolic one. Consider this a rite of passage as you leave something behind. You will also embrace something new, so face it without fear. For change is good and bad and difficult, but you will grow from it. And look, everything has a beginning and an ending. This is all part of life. And you is also a tree of immortality. Reminding us that energy doesn't disappear, it merely transforms. And that is connected to the place where we're having this rebirth. Guys, I don't even think we've ever used these. I think we've used these cards like 3 times at School for the Fools since the whole entire time from the channel. This is connected to the Druids in Ireland, which is where we received our message of our rebirth that is happening beyond time and space. And we're being gifted the clarity. And this is being able to have the pieces all fit together like a puzzle. And this is noticing events and things just coming to our awareness. It's like we're gonna have this whole new awareness. It's like they're showing me we're gonna be downloaded like this headdress. We're just gonna receive a download here when we have this rebirth of the center. that's connected to immortality that we're having beyond time and space. And this is happening, and this is going to do this through this. Let's see what it's connected to. And thank you to the voice of the trees. And you know what? I think we're going to receive our next activation on our next reading from this oracle. And use it. Alright, guys. Let's get everything shuffled up for the reading here. Guys, I lost my wand. I'm feeling lost. My selenite. I need to charge my crystals. We were reminded of that in our last reading. Okay. They need the lights. All the cards are back in the deck, even the King of Swords. Now, they showed me that within the portal, we're connecting to the dodecahedron. And that's connecting us to the Akashic records and a consciousness evolution. We're going to be actually having a consciousness evolution that's connected to awakening. And they showed me the tricontrahedron and the connection to the all and fulfillment through this portal. Okay, so let's get a shuffle on the sacred geometry healing cards. And this is healing from coming back from the underworld. But this is how we're having our rejuvenation. And guys, this is learning how to heal. Even if we drink from the cup, we learn how to heal. And then we just understand why we don't want to drink from the cup. Because it has to do, we don't want to give it our energy. All right. What's being activated? What's being activated in that portal? All right. It flew out right on alien. And there it is. This is exactly what they showed me. This is what we are connecting to within this portal. The Akashic Records conscious evolution. And it has to do with Genesis pattern, planting the seed. So we're planting something for the future. This is connected to us. This is also connected to creation, number 11, but we know what the Genesis pattern is. This is creation. And it's allowing us a reconnection of relationships to self and others. 639 hertz through healing. And 285 hertz optimal health and well-being. Because it's about the reflections. Look, it's about how to reflect. Remember, through our illusions, we're being reflected back to us, our truths, but they're razor sharp truths. We're going to reflect upon an experience in life, but it's going to get us to our true state of being, 963 hertz, and we know, guys, I'm starting to mix my words. We're on point. Okay. It's helping us to restore vector equilibrium from within to without. And this has to do with ancient sound frequencies, rebalance energy, frequency, and vibration. This has to do with what's not of us, like what we're removing. This is what's weighing us down. It's like we're literally going to create self through patterning by having a rebirth of the center. And it's like, pretend you're clay, like pretend this is you and pretend all these parts are you within. Because remember, this is about equaling vector equilibrium from within to without. So we're going to do some sculpting here, but we're going to start within to without with patterning. And we're going to start shape shifting from within to without. And we're going to look different. We're not going to We're not going to look the same. We're healing because we're healing on all levels of being. And we are shape-shifting. We know we're using our Merkaba for this. This is alien. This is what we're doing here. This is exactly what we're doing here. Because we've connected to a higher state of being, but it's a deeper state of being. See the connection there? A higher state of being, but it's a deeper state of being. And it's all about our wisdom, our intuition. That's what we're doing here. And it's going to allow us to lay the foundations that we need of manifestation, Dreamweaver. And right now it is the masculine. We have to lay the foundation through the masculine. That's why the King of Swords is here. That's why the King of Pentacles is here. Because we need to lay our foundations. This is the right shape. But the shape that they showed me that we were connecting to, I wish I would remember this, in the portal is the Tetrahedron. How to take action. Remember? This is what we're being seen. They're going to show us how to take action. Because then we are going to expand. That's it. That's expanding this patterning. Now we've come full circle. We're going to expand the Genesis pattern with the egg of life, the key to our blueprint. And this is where the masculine and has fertilized what the feminine is creating to create birth. This is the fertilization of life. It's connected to the rabbit. This is connected to the rebirth in the center. Ooh, baby. And there's the dodecahedron, the all-seeing and knowing. This is the shape. And it's allowing us to achieve our fulfillment. We're birthing in this egg of life is understanding Metatron's cube and the connection to the all and the Akashic records, to everything we've just discussed. We're understanding this here in this 1111 portal. We're understanding it. It's deeper knowledge. There's a deeper knowledge being gained. Like I can feel it. I don't even know how to describe it. Just sending it to you through the vibes, through the airways. Okay. Let's see what's happening here with some tarot. The Star with the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Coins, the 10 of Earth. So we're gonna heal. We're being healed. This has to do with what that piece that we're being gifted of our light of self. Because we've chosen healing. We've chosen the patterning of healing and to go through the gates. And this is what's being offered through the portal. But we have to heal from the active conflict in our mind to manifest through the earth and create new earth, which we do, because there it is. There's our 10 of Cups. And this is going through. This is going through the gates and now having it achieved. This is on the other side. We went through the other side. We expanded. Remember, this is going to take 1 to 3 years. So, we're going to have strength to keep going and create from the 5D to the and beyond to the 3D. Because we know what this is about at the end of the day. And this is connected to the stability of New Earth. This is also connected to what we activated in Alien. This is being activated through us. Like through ourselves. it's like, you know, the feminine's like gonna flower because of all this repair work within with the masculine. Because of this, it's like the feminine is gonna flower, and then it's like that scent will attract the bees, and it will be pollinated, and there something will be fertilized from that. There's going to be a fertilization, but this is all through energy, and it's like this is what's unseen, but this is what's happening. This is what they're showing me. It's beautiful. All right, now we're just going to confirm it. We're going to confirm it with some more tarot, and we're going to get a crystal medicine oracle, and we're going to say goodbye, guys. And at the end is going to be the official message of our sacred geometry activation. But I want to keep the integrity of the cards there in the reading, so I won't be cutting it to put in the meaning of the activation. It will be at the end this time. Okay, guys? All right. Let's confirm. Confirmation, please. Well, we are having faith. Yeah, we're having faith to act. It's all about that triangle, baby. Okay, we're having faith because we're being gifted the shape, how to create action. How to take action. There it is. There's the gift. And we're being shown that we're getting a download of this while we're in the portal. And it's allowing us to raise our vibration and collect the pieces of us. We're going to collect them ourselves. And I love it because it's connected to the tarot and it's time. And look, the dog is pulling him back down. But it does have to do with the new patterning now. But this time it's through the Page of Coins. We've switched it now to the feminine and to youth. So this is being honored through youth. And it's in order to restore balance, yin and yang flow. And what they're showing me, it's the 3D and earth and the heavens and the 5D and beyond. But we are restoring balance here. We are restoring balance through us, through our karmic scales. We're understanding something here. But it's through the heaven. It's our connection to the heaven and the tetrahedron. But it's through the dodecahedron. We can't do this without the dodecahedron, the all-seeing and knowing. It's how we're going to see how to take action with the tetrahedron. And this is connected to our... We're going to understand some sort of patterning through the earth because we've created so much patterning now. There's the phoenix rising from the ashes. We know that's key because that is the rebirth. So we're connecting from the rebirth here in the 3D, but we're doing this beyond time and space. We're doing it. We're doing it because we're seeing through our illusions. It's happening right now. And we're going to have faith. This is restoring faith in everything right now. It's connected to the monkey and the magician. It's connected to that monkey. Because there's the King of Swords. There he is. But now, through the portal, he's gone through the portal transformed. And look at his headgear. Do you see the transformation in headgear now? Mamma mia, look it. We've expanded with that. We've expanded with the tetrahedron. And we have that sort of clarity. It's within our hands. That is gorgeous. And it's because we added the positive to the negative. And this is the new moon. This is connected to the new moon promise. Us transforming using the cycles of the moon and manifesting through the cycles of the moon. The magician is connected to the cycles of the moon. And understanding how patterning and destroying the old patterning and creating with new. That's the connection. That's what we're analyzing. That's what La Luna is doing with us. And then look, we pick the right wand and we act. There it is. We're using this. But look, it's humbled. Look at his stance. Look at his pose. But it's like a thanks to La Luna. Like, this is happening within. He's doing this within with La Luna. This is all, he's taking action within with La Luna. He's not taking action without. This is not happening without. No, he's taking action within through self with La Luna. But at the same time, he's connected to the earth and he's added the humble charge. Like, thank you. I get it. Thank you. And there's a nurture there. There's a healing there. There's a raise of vibration. There's a connection repaired and restored there. It's like, you know, a mom and a child that had a tiff, but then they came back together and it's like this big hug, and it's like both of them just like, oh, I get it now. I get where you were coming from. You get where I'm coming from. There's a meeting of something. There's a click. There's an understanding. And because we're seeing and knowing. We're seeing and knowing. And maybe it's things we don't want to see, but we're starting to that. We're understanding it, so we take action. And it's all thanks to the time we're in. And look, we are doing it within. There's the Hermit. Man, we've come full circle. The Eight of Swords. This is all reconnecting within. This is all freeing ourselves from within. I really just feel like there's just, ooh. Oh, the Nine of Swords wanted to make its appearance. So, I feel just like there's one more message in here. The Earth. Yeah. So, this is a positive attitude about just even looking at the new patterning we're creating and being thankful in the investment we're making with the new positive patterning of the golden ages of New Earth. And it's like we're being humbly proud of our mission work. We're being humbly proud of us. We're being humbly proud of what we're invested in the future. That's golden. And it has to do with the cups, the Queen of Cups, right? Where you know that the water energies is leading the way. That is the connection to the 13 spheres of knowledge that we need with Metatron's cube here. To understand what we need to understand, to go where we're going. And it's to heal from this. But right now, as you can see, it's time. It's happening through a tower moment. And it's to get us home. And look, there's the hearth. And we've been speaking so much about the hearth. Coming forth to channeled messages. This is the likeliest of characters becoming friends and making a home together. And look at all those cups. Look at all the transformations that they have achieved. This is what I mean. We're not just transforming one time. There's 10 cups in there. That's 10 transformations. And there's a deactivation of feeding this place now with our energy. It's not as lit because we've taken it back. But we've taken it back from self because we're doing this through self. It's not like we're just sitting there praying to, source, come and take the devil and that cup away from me. It's like, you know what, the way this place works, it's like you have enough to make you or break you in any given moment. The choice is yours. It's a polarized world. And because of we're human, we have wherever our vibration's at, We're seeing whatever we're seeing at whatever given time. If we're in a really negative, weighed down place, we're seeing a lot of negative shenanigans. If we're at a really raised up, higher vibration place, we're seeing things at a whole other vibration, at a whole other place. We're higher vibe. Things are easier to deal with. Now, when we're woke, the whole goal is when we're down there in the dark to actively be able to grasp that positive charge and figure out how to add that positive charge to create the vibration in whichever which way. And remembering we're all unique. And for a lot of us, it's art. For this, these are creative truths. These are creative truths. And look, the Queen of Wands is here helping us to create this 10 of Cups. Now, the Crystal Medicine Oracle. Got the link for the next part down below, guys. See you there.